now for the next 10 minutes or so as well.
Everything Daddy has ever taught you.
This could be flying against what I've been telling them for a while, but it's very interesting because reports are saying that many people who do this are seeing irreversible dental erosion caused by acids in the food. Here to explain why is Dr. Haya, a dentist down at Elite Medical Centre. Thanks very much indeed for being with us, Dr. Haya.
Thank you for having me.
It's very kind, and as I said, a fascinating subject because for so long we've been told that these 5 a day are so important to us. Fruit and vegetable has taken a major part of that, but now dental erosion has come into the equation. What's the difference between dental erosion or enamel erosion and decay?
Okay. Actually, both are caused by a decrease in the pH level inside the mouth. But enamel acid erosion tends to happen all over the surface of the tooth, not in a certain place, which is the opposite for decay. Decay happens in a certain place because of the presence of food on that certain place, and then the bacteria inside the mouth tends to take up this food, ingest it, and then the byproduct is acid. So the acid works on that certain surface of the tooth and tends to cause the decay.
Okay.
But it's different for the enamel acid erosion, because an enamel acid erosion happens all over the surface of the tooth, as I said, and it's caused by overconsumption of acidic food. Yeah.
No. And as Tom mentioned earlier, a lot of the parents watching the show tonight will be surprised because they encourage their children to normally have fruit juices instead of fizzy drinks or anything else during the course of the day. So this is definitely a new concept that we've come out with. But as a dentist, have you noticed an increase in a lot of patients coming to you with tooth decay and enamel erosion problems because of fruit juices?
Yeah, of course. You know, we see lots of cases, especially in kids, of decay, and that is, you know, it's familiar to us because we used to see this very often, you know. But for the enamel acid erosion, we're just starting to see it very often nowadays because of this overconsumption of the acidic, you know, fruits or fruit juices. Fruit juices tend to have very low pH level that can, you know, reach up to 3, which is really very harmful to the tooth structure. Not to mention the sugar that is added to these juices, and that tend to cause this decay.
Okay, so if the fruit juice is freshly, if it's freshly made, it's fine. But is it the packaged ones that are more damaging? Is that
yeah,
what
when
you're
we
saying?
are talking about the sugar content, of course, the fresh fruits are much better than the canned fruit juices. Sorry, but if we are talking about, you know, the acid, it's almost the same level of pH. I mean, the acid content of the fresh fruit juice is almost the same as the acid of the canned fruit juice.
So, Doc, in terms of fruit in its raw form, if you like, snacking on fruit during the day, or smoothies as well, do they also cause problems?
Yeah, actually, we are still, Tom, talking about the same, you know, pH level. So we're talking about an acidic food. But of course, I want to say that overconsumption of fruits and fruit juices is responsible for this enamel acid erosion. But taking your daily portion of these things should keep you on the safe side.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that fruit chops tend to be less harmful to the tooth surface because when compared to drinks, to fruit drinks or fruit juices, some people tend to have strange habits with, you know, when drinking the juices. They tend to keep, you know, the juice inside the mouth for a long time, which is called swishing. And it's really very strange, but it is famous.
Yeah.
And, you know, keeping the juice for a longer time inside the tooth, the mouth, makes, you know, the acid effect more potent on the tooth.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think a lot of the people these days, I think because of this 5 a day philosophy that everyone's got, they think, okay, more fruit, more vegetables, more, and yet it is having a negative effect at the moment as well. So interesting to see. And I mean, in terms of other advice that you can give people out there, what about drinking through a straw? Is that beneficial or harmful?
Yeah, actually, this is one of the preventive measures that we use to minimize the acid effect on the teeth. We advise people, if they are planning, for example, to drink juices or acidic juices, fruit juices, to use a straw, because the straw tends to draw back the liquid to draw the liquid to the back of the mouth, which minimizes the harmful effect on the teeth.
Okay.
So we've got also more advices, more advices to tell people to minimize this acidic, effect on the teeth. Whenever you plan on drinking a juice, an acidic juice, try to take it along with your meal, because this tends somehow to offset the acidity of the juice.
Okay.
We've mentioned already the straw, and after consuming this acidic juice, try not to brush your teeth. So yeah, because after you have this acidic juice, you are making your enamel soft. And by wiping it away, by brushing, you're basically getting rid of your enamel.
That is fascinating.
Yeah. So
That is
you have
fascinating.
exactly. You have to wait at least for 1 hour before brushing your tooth.
Okay.
The research reports also show that eating cheese can actually help neutralize the acids in the fruit juice. Is that true, Doc?
That's true, actually. Not only cheese, also all food that is high in calcium. It tends somehow to offset the acidity of the juices. Yes, that's true.
What about drinking water so that our teeth is naturally rinsed after we drink fruit juices?
You can do that actually, but water tends to be neutral, so it will not offset the acidity. But we would like to ask people to drink water if they are trying to rehydrate their body or to increase the liquid level in their body. Instead of over-consuming fruit juices, you can just replace this by water. I mean, take your daily intake of the fruit juice, and for keeping the high liquid level inside your body, just go ahead and drink some water for that.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating subject. Advice coming out internationally at the moment suggesting that fruit juices should be a treat at the weekend as well for children as well. So I'll try that when I get home a little later on, see how we go, and I'll report back on that in just a little while. Dr. Haya, thank you very much indeed for being with us.
Thank you.
It's been it is a fascinating subject, this one, and as I said, a lot more to come from it. So thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Talking of pearly white smiles, let's hand over to the kitchen, where, of course, one of the finest smiles down here at Studio One, it's Samir Magali. How's he getting on at the moment, Samir?
Thank you, Tom. We've reached that stage where we added the turmeric, and I'd just like to tell the viewers that turmeric is one thing that you have to be very careful when not undercooking or overcooking it.